All right, welcome back, guys, for our at-home workout series. If you have any questions as we're going through, go ahead and refer back to our week 1 videos. We're gonna keep our pillar prep and our movement prep and skills the same. And once we get towards our plyos, the only new thing that we're adding in is our linear hops. Working our way into strength block number 1. Everything's going to remain the same. What's gonna change is on our single leg deadlifts, we're gonna have a 3-second eccentric. And then on our lateral pillar bridges, we're gonna increase that time from 20 to 30 seconds per round. Finally, in our strength block 2, we're gonna keep everything the same as well, except we're gonna add in a new move of prone swimmers, which we're gonna do for 3 sets of 5 repetitions. All right, so what we're going to be changing through our day 4 workout when we get into our plyo section is we are gonna add in linear hops. Brett's gonna go ahead through and make sure that he is stabilizing after each and every rep. We're gonna go 5 on each side. Once we work our way into strength block number 1, we are gonna add a 3-second eccentric onto our single leg RDL. So I want you to count inside your head, pushing that heel back towards the wall to 3, and then snapping it back up. Finally, in our last strength block, we are gonna add in prone swimmer. So I'm gonna have Brett lie down on the floor, hands out in front, and here we're working that shoulder mobility as he's pointing his thumbs down towards the ground, touching the small of his back, and then bringing his hands back to the top. All right, guys, for our plyos on day 4, week 1, we are gonna start with our pogo. So Brett's going hands on the hips, nice and stiff. You can see his knees are bending a little bit as he hits. We're really working on tissue stiffness. Move number 2, what we're gonna go into is a 3-point march. We're going a little bit more rapid than we would if we're just doing our marches and skips, but we're really emphasizing that stability after 3 points of contact. And then finally, that last move, which we will be doing, is our single leg broad jump, where we are taking off on 1 and landing on 2. In strength block number 1, we're gonna be starting with our single leg deadlifts, where we're hinging, pushing that heel back towards the wall behind us. Moving on to move number 2, we are gonna go into renegade rows. Now, if you don't have weights at home, some of the options you can do are grab a book bag, fill it up, grab a milk jug, fill it up with water, and just do standing bent over rows. After that, we are gonna go into our lateral pillar bridge or our side plank. Make sure that elbow is staying right underneath the shoulder and our hips are staying nice and high. And then our final move of this first strength block circuit is going to be our toe touch series. We're using a foam pad. If you don't have one, you can just go ahead and grab a pillow. Make sure to put something in between your knees so you can squeeze with your adductors. We're gonna go toes up for 3 and then heels up for 3. The first move of strength block number 2 that we're gonna go through is a single leg hip bridge, making sure that we're pulling our rib cage down as we push through our heel, creating that nice even line from knee, hip to shoulder. After that, we are gonna go into our standing YTWs. Hinge at your hips, keep your thumbs up as you go through the Ys, keep your palms towards the ground as you go through your Ts, and then go ahead and hit your Ws. And then our final move, Brett's gonna go ahead, drop down to 1 knee. We're gonna go through our adductor rocks. We're working on some of that groin tissue. He's gonna go through 10 reps here.